Everyone. How are you doing? How's your weekend? Hope you had a lovely weekend. And yeah, you could enjoy. We've had quite a lot of sunshine here. Hope you did too, wherever you are. We've got one person there. Where are you watching me from? Say hi if you want through the comment section. If it's the first time here, this is a series of live free streaming videos that I'm doing. There's to for us to have a space to move together and to stay healthy and feel good and connected to our bodies, which is really easy to disconnect these days. There are loads of things going on and it's a difficult time. So I feel like it's so important to have sacred space where we can just move and yeah, be together. So yeah, this session, as you know, it's probably not your first time here, but just in case, this session is just a mixture of yoga, a little bit of qigong, a little bit of Pilates, a little bit of grounding exercises. Really a mixture of things to make us present in our bodies and start the day being a bit more focused and a little bit more here. So yeah, let's just get started. I love to start with some music today. It's just gonna be, I just feel like make it different. Okay, so we're just gonna get started standing up. Okay, and let's have yeah, just gonna have this music there. Okay, I just want you to start with some free movement today. Okay, a bit different. So we're just gonna start to soften the knees, and I want you to close your eyes and start to really bend knees and straighten them, really finding that softness in the ankle crease. Like if the top of my skull wanted to drop towards my feet. Good. How can the breathing start to go all the way to my feet? As if I'm expanding something down there. Really softening those ankle creases and those knees like springs. Wonderful. And from there, we're going to let the head drop, keeping the knees soft. Coming all the way down very slow. Good. To wherever you're comfortable now. Making feet very heavy, sending the tailbone down, pubic bone towards your nose. Okay, and again, inhale. I'm letting the heart melt. Really letting the weight of my skull take me down. Beautiful. Oh, let go your breath, let go your voice. Very good. And now, sit bones down to your feet. And back to our bending, straightening, nice springy. Little bit quicker. Okay, making sure your feet are parallel, okay? So we're not open, we're not closed. We're like trying to stay as parallel as we can with our feet. Nice. Let it swing. Really let it swing. Wonderful. Let your shoulders go with it. Now we're going to start to pick up the heels of the floor. So I'm like slightly picking them up. Good. And letting that swing happen all through my body. Let go your scalp. Let go your jaw. Beautiful. Really letting that head go. Okay, and down. Thinking of the down more than the up, okay? So it's right in the down. Good, beautiful. We're gonna stay one more minute here. So really just finding that breath through your movement. Very good. Letting the weight drop towards your feet. Nice and springy joints. Okay, last one. Okay, now we're gonna have knees go travel through the back of my body. I'm gonna mark it in the profile. So I'm gonna go one here, contraction, arms up, palms go, opening one tempo, up to the ceiling. I'm looking up, then palms face down. I'm gonna pick up my heels. I'm gonna stay there in my balance. I'm gonna calm down and I'm gonna let my weight go and up. Okay, I'm gonna bring my camera a little bit higher so you can see my arms. Otherwise, it's gonna be a bit funny. Okay, so we are We go in parallel, right? So hands go through my knees, contraction. Arms up, palms look up to the ceiling, heart up, palms face down, picking up my heels like I'm picking up my tights. Stay there for a bit. Squeezing my inner thighs, guys. Good, I count down and I'm gonna release my head and everything and up again. Good. I go through the back of my knees. Inhale. Up. Beautiful. Palms face down. Pick up heels. Stay there. Find your focus in the center. And go. Beautiful. Last one. I'm gonna go through the back of my knees. Good. Like I'm gonna secret in the back of my knees. Arms open. Heart up. Okay, palms down. I'm picking up my heels, staying up there. Bringing thighs together. And go. Okay, opening those legs a bit wider. I'm just gonna go nice and long to the side. Releasing to the front. Back to the side. And up. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna go forward. Doesn't matter how low you go. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. However you want. Then you bring the left arm up and come. Good, and again. So really going through a little bit of a contraction in the center, okay? Breathing through it. Oh, good. Let go any sound that's stuck in your body. Good. That's it. 2 more. Oh, good. Very good. Just like all that tension that's in there. Wonderful. We're going to bring our arms back to center. And we're going to bring our feet slightly more in, okay? Now we're going to try to go down. Now to wherever we can, and we're going to stay there. If we can go all the way down, we can go all the way down and bring our feet slightly more together and sit. Otherwise, we can stay a little bit higher with our hands on the floor. Okay? You're going to really pick up the top of your skull and lift it. Looking up to the ceiling, opening those groins. Wonderful. And last breath. Okay, now from there, I'm going to put my hands forward. I'm just going to lean back and forward, okay? So I'm going to really let this ankle crease soften. And you keep going with that, okay? I'm just going to keep going with that. Yeah, I'm going to pause the music for a bit. Good, and we're going to go down and forward. I just felt like we needed a bit of music activation to start the day today. Such a good therapy. Shared the other day a video which was just about how important it is to dance like an idiot. So here's the importance, so we need to remember that more often. Last one, great. And we're gonna stay there. Now really release forward. Stay there for a second, releasing the head. And just curling the lower bit of your spine. Again, if you're a bit higher, don't worry, stay there and breathe. Nice work. Wonderful. Then from there, we're just going to press with the feet to send the sit bones up to the ceiling, taking our hands off the floor if we need to. And we're going to walk with the feet so that they get into this internal rotation, okay? So the points of my toes are looking inwards and my heels are outwards. And I'm going to hold my knees and inhale, bending them inwards. Exhale, reaching my sit bones up to the ceiling. Inhale again, pressing through the whole soul. Exhale, lift. Wonderful. So I'm just bending and straightening, but I want your straightening to happen because you're really making your feet super heavy on the ground. The back of my neck is so nice and loose. Good. Inhale. Pressing on the whole soul. Last one. Yeah. Good.
And from there, we're just gonna walk with the feet a little bit wider, make them parallel but wider. And we're gonna hold our elbows. You're gonna say yes and no with your head. Really releasing those cervicals, and we're gonna go from side to side like a monkey hanging on the hips. Wonderful. Now we're gonna bend knees, release the arms to the floor, send the tailbone down, and pick up your pubic bone.
Okay, beautiful guys. And let's go for some sun salutations, okay? We did a couple, I think, some sessions before. So there's just the yoga sequence. You've probably done many times, maybe. I don't know if you're into yoga. So you're in parallel, okay? And there are different versions, but I'm just gonna do my own. So you're gonna have arms up to the ceiling, inhaling, okay? Then we're gonna bring palms to the heart. Then I'm going to send my heart forward. Now, I don't want you to lock your knees, so make sure you've got them a little bit soft, just so that you feel still the pressure of your feet towards the floor. Wonderful. Now, I release my hands to the floor. I'm going to bend slightly my knees. I'm going to take my left leg back. Good. Now, I'm going to take my right back. Wonderful. Now, you're going to bring your knees down, soften your elbows in parallel, send your heart forward. Beautiful. Plant your insteps on the floor. Go for your mini cobra, sending the heart up to the ceiling. Then you curl your toes, pick up your, not just pick up your bum up to the ceiling for your downward dog. If you need to bring your feet slightly more towards you, go for it. Beautiful. And we're going to have full breaths in that position. Now, if this is too much of a stretch, you can pick up your heels and even bend your knees. Okay, wherever you feel the stretch, go for it. Make sure your hands are connecting you to your pubic bone. So I'm really having strong shoulders, long neck. Beautiful. The whole shape is coming together. Last breath, guys, nice and deep. Okay, now from here, I'm just going to do a bit of modification. Okay, so I'm going to pick up one leg up to the sky. So I'm going to pick it up, and then I'm going to open the groin a little bit, twisting, staying in my arms. I'm going to go back to center, and I'm going to release the leg. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the right side. So I lift my right, I open the groin, slightly bend the knee. Very good. Stay there for a second. Breathe. Come back to center. Bring my knee in. Wonderful. Great. And from there, I'm just going to look forward, send one foot forward, in this case, my right, left in, relaxing the skull. From there, I'm going to pick up my chest. So I'm like going inhaling, heart forward, releasing down, exhale. I'm going to bend my knees there. And as I exhale, I'm going to go up vertebra by vertebra, curling my spine. Nice. Sort of get the sequence there. So we're going to do it a bit quicker now, okay? I'd say let's keep it all the time that we're in parallel and sort of hip width apart parallel, okay? So feet are not fully together, they're just slightly apart. Okay, so we're going to inhale. Exhale, heart forward. Inhale, bend knees. I'm going to take my right leg and my left. Stay in your plank. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to stay for 3 breaths. Good. Last one. Wonderful. Let the knees drop. Heart forward as I bend my elbows. Beautiful. Insteps down. Inhale to go up. Curl your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Stay there. Bring your feet towards you if you need to. Beautiful. Okay, wonderful. In that position, we're just going to do a little bit of walking in this case. So we're just going to pick up one heel and the other alternatively to really stretch different bits in the hip. Okay, and we're going to add our opening, hip opener. So we're going to pick up again our left leg. Then open the groin to the right, letting it go. Beautiful. Breathing into it.
Come back to center. And in again. Let's go with the right. Picking up the right. Opening the hip. Stay in your right shoulder. Beautiful. Back in. Well done. Nice. And from there, we're just going to bring our left foot in. Then our right. Beautiful. Then we're going to send the heart up to the ceiling a little bit and release down again. Head down. Bending knees, tailbone down, pubic bone up, all the way. Nice. So we're going to go in this sequence towards our warriors, okay? So inhale up. Hands to the heart, heart forward. Beautiful. Okay. And now I'm going to bring one knee out, but I'm going to release the knee down in this case and stay in my little lunge, okay? Now I'm going to imagine there's like a string between my heel and my knee. And I'm going to try to square my hips as much as possible and walk forward a bit and back. Now, if your knee's a bit uncomfortable, you can always put something cozy underneath the knee, like a cushion or like a towel. Okay. So always make sure you're comfortable and not forcing into the articulation. Wonderful. So really squaring the hip because it's very tempting to just do that. But I want you to release the right bum down and keep picking up the left. So you really get into that knee stretch. Wonderful. Yes, last one. We're going to have hands there to the side. You can release the instep down. So my hands are on the left of my right foot. And I'm just going to do little circles in there. Breathing nice and deep in it. Very good. And then I'm going to reverse it. Wonderful. Last one. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to go just back. So sitting back into my heel. And I'm going to stay in that little stretch. My right foot is flexed. And I'm coming up again. And forward, releasing, forward fold. And coming up. Very good. You can walk with your hands. Nice. Creating space in the groin. Yes. And up. Last one. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna bend this leg. Okay, so we're just gonna go forward and we're gonna bend this leg underneath. Okay, and we're gonna have the other one nice and long. So just sitting over there and breathing into that stretch. Very good. Really let all that tension get off your body. Just noticing what are the bits that need a bit of softening. You can even move it a bit if you need to. Right. That's wonderful. Last breath. Okay, and we're gonna walk a little bit and we're gonna bend this knee in. Okay, so we're gonna have it this way, a little bit more forward, and we're just gonna lean back a bit to stretch all that quad, sending the pubic bone towards your nose in that internal rotation. If it's too much, you can just stay here. If you feel like that's comfy, you can sort of go a bit lower. And really allow all this muscle to lengthen towards your hips. Beautiful. That's nice. Last breath, guys. Wonderful. And I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna bring that leg back again. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my lunge. So as I was, this back foot is picked up. Okay, and I'm gonna turn my left foot out in this case. Okay, now my right elbow is gonna go into my right leg, and I'm gonna reach my other arm up to the ceiling. I'm gonna breathe in that warrior. Exhale, beautiful, really pressing into your feet. That's it. Nice. Two more. Nice. Make sure you don't just hang, really use your foot, your right foot especially. And from there, I'm going to go all the way forward. Okay, stay there and breathe. It's wonderful, the beautiful beds we've got around here. It's incredible. We've never had so many. And they're like huge. Milanos, we call them. I don't know how they're called in English, but they're beautiful. That's it. Stay there and breathe. Last one. Okay, now I'm going to pick up so I'm going to straighten my right leg, and I'm just going to go a little bit, trying to touch my shin with this arm. Doesn't have to be shin, it can be a bit higher, wherever. And you're just going to reach and look up to the ceiling. If you feel like you're locking your knee, bend it a little bit, okay? Beautiful. Last breath. Reaching the arm away from you so you're really creating that opposition. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go all the way to the other side. Now I'm just curious if we're going to be able to see me this way, but I think so, yeah. So we're going to stay like that. Okay, you remember that one? So we were just kneeling. Now we've got the left on top. Okay, and we're just going to go forward, remembering the string between the knee and the heel. And we're just going to walk forward a little bit and back. Wonderful. And again, forward and back. Very good. And forward and back. Two more. Not tomorrow, two more. I'm kind of lost with the days. I don't know about you guys. Good. Last one. Great. Now I'm going to have my hands down there. I'm going to bring my instep flat so my foot is flat. I'm just going to do little circles right in the groin. So nice and smooth. Oiling that right hip joint. Beautiful. Okay, and the other way around. Really getting in there. Yeah. That's very nice. Okay, last one. Wonderful. Stay there for a second. Yeah. Okay, and now let's just sit back, remember? So we're just going to sit in our heels. Now, if this is very uncomfortable because your instep is like a little bit tight, you can always do this version, okay? Just forgot to mention it on the other side. But if you're sort of comfy, you're going to go here for your forward fold. And coming up. Good. And again, walking with my hands. Very good. Really letting all that back of the leg lengthen. Wonderful. And again. Yes, that's it. Two more. Now, last one. Wonderful there. And coming all the way up, and we're going to walk forward, remember, into this one. So we're going to bend the left knee in, and we're going to go all along, just having been on our elbows and breathing into that nice stretch. Very good. Good. 2 more breaths, guys. Nice deep inhale. And nice deep exhale. Great. Now we're gonna sit back, bringing these legs forward, and we're just gonna go walk with our elbows to sit back again. If this is too much, you can always do it just sitting and stay in that stretch. Reaching again your pubic bone towards your nose, letting all that beat in the hips warm up.
Wonderful. That's it.
And the last breath over there. Nice. Wonderful, guys. So let's go for our warriors. Okay, so our front leg is there. We're picking up the back heel. Remember in your lunge. And then we're going to point forward with our back foot. Okay, and then we're going to have elbow on my left knee. My arm is traveling all the way up. See if I can see more birds. So just reaching that arm nice and long. And remember, so I want you to feel like if you took your arm, you wouldn't fall. Okay, your leg is holding you. It's not just your arm blah, hanging in there. So you're really using your leg. Your left hip is pressing. Very good. That's wonderful. Last breath. Great. And from there, we're just going to go for a warrior right to the front. Keep that foot pointed forward and breathing into it. Nice. Very nice. Really imagining again you're breathing through the pelvis, expanding all that area. That's it. Last one. Cool, amazing. Okay, and from there we're gonna go to our last, so the triangle. So you pick up this leg, and we go with the hand towards the shin, and reach the arm up to the ceiling. Good, staying there, really breathing to your side. That's wonderful. Make sure you're still using your left foot. Don't forget about it. Stand on both feet. Reach your heart up to the ceiling. Yeah, last breath. Okay, wonderful. And let's just sit for a second because we're going to lie down on the floor. Nice and needed, isn't it? Okay, so we're all nice and warm, hopefully. Let's just lie down with our arms nice and wide. Legs nice and wide. Very proud of you guys. We've progressed so much. I'm like doing more and more difficult classes, and I'm sure you're keeping up. So, yeah, it's just like really takes time, but if you keep going and doing it continuously, you'll feel the progress definitely. So just in there, all I want you to do is, as you always do, bring your attention back to your breathing, okay? So how is my breath feeling today? Is it quick? Is it slow? What kind of rhythm has it got? Just observing. Taking that time to be curious about the subtleties in my breathing pattern. Trying not to change anything, just observing, merely observing. Where does my breathing focus? Is there a place where it just tends to go to? Or is it spread all the way through my body? How deep does it feel? Does it feel like it's shallow? Does it feel like it's big and embodied? Whatever it is today, acknowledge that. See if you can be present in that reality of today. Great. Thinking of the really heavy body and the really heavy front my exhale is creating every time I breathe out. Take the air of my body. I'm just going to bring one knee back to bend and the other one back to bend. And I'm going to do one more deep inhale. And as I exhale, making my chest and body very heavy,
gonna pick up one knee to my chest, squeeze it with my hand, and same thing on the other side. Okay, good. So really having those knees right in, and I'm gonna do just little circles with them. Super tiny, okay, with both of them in this case together. And then I'm gonna reverse those little circles. And then I'm just gonna let them go apart. So they're doing separate circles. So they're going away from each other and towards each other. Really opening that last bit of stiffness in the groin. Wonderful. Stay in any bit that's stiff and go a bit slower over it, a bit slower. And you're going to change the direction of the circle. And from there, you're just going to pull your knees towards you and back forward. So, like doing a little bit of a swing, knees come to me, tailbone picks up off the mat, and I go forward again, and knees towards me and forward. Great. And again, the light, nice little massage in the sacrum and the lower bit of my spine. Keep using your breathing. Okay, and from there, we're just gonna swing from side to side, letting the body weight take us. So if I fall a little bit farther than I expect, it's okay. I use my elbow to come back. You're gonna start to let the skull go with you, so it's like gravity is taking you. Your jaw is nice and heavy, nice and loose. Beautiful. And I'm just gonna stay there, let my legs go down to the floor, and give myself a nice big hug, holding the outside of my shoulder blades. Stay there for a second. How does it feel to have my heart warm with my elbows? What if I exhale, dropping my elbows towards my chest? Inhaling, and as I exhale, I make my elbows very heavy and pick up my head with it. Good. So it's like my chest melts down to the floor, and my head sort of comes with it. Wonderful. And releasing that head down. Giving ourselves a nice big thanks if we feel like we are grateful today for what our bodies allowed us to do this morning. And then we're gonna grab the back of the skull. We're just gonna go to a nice neck stretch through all those little corners. So first you go to your left diagonal. Stay there and breathe. Then you move to the center. Then you move to your right. And back to center. And back to your left. Ah, wonderful, guys. And then just one last stretch, however you feel like it. And let that voice release for me. Really, really let it go. Good, whatever kind of sound you feel like making. Let's be a little bit silly today. Oh, nice. Good. I think I'm just going to stay here. What about you? So coming back to sitting nice and slowly. Whew, wonderful. That's so great. I'm so proud of you guys. If it's not your first time here and you've come through the sessions, I'm sure you'll realize how it like gets a little bit more complicated slowly. And if it's your first session, welcome. And I hope it was, just the right sort of timing for you to come in and join us. As you know, we are continuing the sessions this week. I've just added a donation link that's just underneath the class. So if you want to support my classes, which of course will be very much appreciated because it is a lot of work, and also because it's a way to keep this going and allow it to keep happening, which is great. I'm very glad because so many people are watching it, and it's so fulfilling to do it and to have that shared space. So yeah, and if you can or want, you can donate. Otherwise, you can just enjoy the class. I mean, it's for free for a reason, because I want it to be there for everyone, also for people who can't afford it, because we all know what financial problems now are. So so yeah, I think it's important to highlight that it's everyone is welcome. And yeah, I'm very happy to have you here in whichever way you're in right now. So please, yeah, if you like this, just give me a like and subscribe, and just recommend it to any people you think would enjoy it, because it'd be amazing to have more people around and make it much more interactive and all that. So yeah. So this week, this same morning awakening is on Wednesdays and Fridays in English, and so 8:30 UK time, same time, and then on Tuesdays, on Thursdays, and it's in Spanish. And it is at 8:30 Spanish time, which is 7:30 UK time. Okay. Apart from that, we've got the fitness class, which happens tomorrow in Spanish, but on Thursday in English, and it's at 9 UK time, and that's a little bit of an adrenaline release, and much more. We'll do apps, all sorts of things, a bit of cardio, and all sorts of things. I can't try that; it's very different. And then we've got the Pilates session tonight. Okay, that's the most important bit. Don't miss it because it's tonight. So tonight we've got the session at 6 UK time. And it's 6:45. We've got your stretching relaxation. So if you cannot join for the Pilates session, you can also join for the stretching relaxation. And if you can join for both, that's great, because it's a great combination. And it's just from 6 up to 10 past 7. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here again. It's so lovely. I'm so grateful to have you here. And yeah, enjoy your day and hope you feel much more awakened and focused. Okay. Take care. Mwah.